So we know in the original story of Dragon Ball Super, the god of destruction Lord Champa alongside his angel attendant Vados came to Lord Beerus' planet to battle in a clash of food. Lord Beerus won because Earth scrumptious noodles. Lord Champa wants to try his own Earth's cuisines, but figures out that Earth in Universe 6 is kinda cooked since humanity is extinct. The way we behave in real life, we are not that far from being into Universe 6. We're gonna get extinct soon. Trust. So now Champa challenges Beerus to a battle of 5v5 but mortar fighters, not gods, in a mini tournament for the gods. The winning team's Haikai Shin would be able to make a wish with the Super Dragon Balls. For Lord Champa, it was to switch Earths, which we know he wasn't able to accomplish because the GOAT Monarcha one-shotted the time skip assassin hits to win the Destroyer tournament for Universe 6, to win the Destroyer tournament for Universe 7. However, what if Hit actually did take things seriously and keep his eyes on the prize Vados promised him and won that match? What if Champa actually did swap Earths with Lord Beerus? How would this change future events? Well, you're about to find out. But first, if you enjoy the content I produce, I suggest liking up and subscribing for more content. And also join my Discord as you'll be in frequent contact with me. Now let's get back to the video. First of all, we will only be using the manga continuity of Dragon Ball Super as it will make things easier for me. So now with Goku's Earth being in Universe 6, there is a major change immediately, and that's Trunks being able to return to Universe 7 still, but to that current Earth. And considering Trunks doesn't know about the universes or the destroyers, I can see Trunks definitely ending up in Universe 7's Earth, which is now bad because the whole humanity was extinct and he just came from a future where humanity was nearly extinct, so this would just put him in a state paralysis for a bit. So in the manga, Goku Black never does make it back to the past, unlike in the anime, because the time ring was retconned to not actually be able to go back in the time in the in the manga, even though literally Supreme Kai Gorasu was heading back to the top. It makes no sense. The whole future shenanigans makes no sense sometimes, I swear. So yeah, we would still get the present Zamasu being trained by Kibito and the current events between him and Gorasu remaining the same, with present Zamasu watching Goku versus Hit on God 2. He would still want to take Goku's body. I could see Champa and Vados playing a similar role to Beerus and Whis because Champa, just like his brother, loves Earth cuisines. I believe Champa would actually go alongside Goku and Vados to see the Omni King because he isn't like as afraid as his brother, I think, and he also would like really want to keep Goku in check since he doesn't know Goku like that. Those events would remain the same. Without future Trunks, the Z Fighters wouldn't be able to figure out who Goku Black is or catch on to Zamasu's plan, as they never would have had a reason to without Trunks. The second big thing is that the Z Fighters discovered the truth of Zamasu was actually Kibito, as he was the one sparring with Zamasu in the first place. However, I believe Fuwa would still obtain this information because Lord Zuno sent the information out to the realm of Lord of Lords, so all of them would have received it. So Champa would be informed of this and have Goku and Vegeta look into Zamasu. He would go with them, but I'm assuming because he is like lazy and fat and hasn't trained in like a minute, he wouldn't like just try to go alone just in case. But he would still Haikai Zamasu when he figures out about the plan and stuff like that. It would take longer than Beerus because they don't know about the future schemes. But yeah, he's getting clapped sometime down that conversation. The real question is, when will Goku Black attempt to come back to the past? Because he does reveal that he has a time machine from Universe 12 that he paid attention to. Whenever he does, he is going to find Trunks, he's going to kill him off, and then start killing the Kais again. However, he will only be able to get to Universe 7's Kaioshin because he will either want to hit Goku, Vegeta, or Jiren. But in this timeline, I actually have a fun one. He's gonna go to the Galactic Patrol and start getting some bodies, but then he will find a prisoner named Moro. And when he finds Moro, he is getting cooked because Moro is going to drain the heck out of their energies. While they will send Mirus warning because Mirus isn't having a bias towards like fighting evil yet, so he wouldn't like try to use his angel powers to stop Goku Black and Zamasu. Moro will have no limits to stopping them, and considering they don't know about his abilities like that, and he knows about like God stuff, like how he had an idea about Ultra Instinct, like yeah, he's getting clapped. And since the God Kais and Angels are set, Beerus would die, and so would Whis just being ineffective. So yeah, now we would have just Moro gallivanting on the whole Universe 7, just draining planets chi for the fun of the game. And this would allow Mirus to be the only hope for Universe 7. So without anyone to stop him, I'm pretty sure he would go into his angel state and try to beat Moro. And because Moro is in a weaker state than in canon, I do believe Mirus should be able to have what it takes to like actually defeat Moro this time around and beat his goons as well. So Mirus would die, but so Moro and his goons, or at least just get taken out. Now Champa would be alerted that his brother was killed. This could lead to a really good character moment for him, as he would have Vados use the Super Dragon Balls or the Dragon Balls to resurrect the Supreme Kai of Time for Universe 7, which would revive Beerus as well. Although he would just make the situation like, oh, you owe me one Beerus, but still it would be a good one. The Grand Priest would be saddened that he lost Beerus, but now it's time for the Tournament of Power. But before then, we need to check in on what Universe 6 was going through during the mayhem in Universe 7. Goku and Vegeta should be able to contact Vados and train on Champa's planet, as Champa would want Goku and Vegeta to be strong enough to win the next tournament, and they could always repay him with good food in the process. Cabba, Caulifla, and Kale would all be stronger due to Vegeta visiting planet Sadala. Since he is in Universe 6, he would have more of an urge to train these Saiyans to be in the rightful place that he deems them worthy to be. Goku would still go to Zeno-sama, also as with a friend, which I found pretty funny. The friend he promised, he brings it up to him, is his wife. Yes, Goku is going to offer Chi-Chi to Zeno-sama, because he would say something along the lines of, yeah, she was good with Gohan and Goten. She could raise 2 kids. What's one more to her? This would infuriate Chi-Chi that Goku basically is setting off his wife to the Omni King. And then Goku would ask about the whole Tournament of Powers. Chi-Chi would still be losing her marbles, as all the gods would be summoned later on. The gods would have their fight and go crazy. Beerus would have been pissed before the fight because he would have realized that it was Goku. Both of them would be arguing between Beerus and Champa on who Goku belongs to now. And then Kitera would hear this, and the gods would team up against the Super Cat Bros. So Beerus and Champa would be wanting to fight against all the 10 destroyers. So yeah, that would be a fun sight to see, but then it would still end up the same way with Grand Priest actually stopping them. It was actually pretty cool how that scene was done, by the way. The fact that Beerus and Champa were using telepathy and then Kitera just catches on. So I don't know if all the gods can use it or just those 3 gods, but that was really a fun detail for me. Just seeing like someone listen in on someone's telepathy and just start ruining it. So yeah, and then I believe Grand Priest would have Goku and Toppo fight because Goku would still want the tournament to happen, and then he would lose to Toppo. Then Champa would give Goku an earful for his actions, and then Goku would assemble the team for Universe 6, which would include himself, Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, Cabba, Caulifla, Kale, Hit, Magetta, and my anime queen, Android 18. There is no Frost because he disgraced Champa in the last tournament, and he only chose him because his universe was weaker at the time. They would arrive to the tournament and see Universe 7 with a racist lizard smiling, knowing it's Saiyan season. Frieza would be the captain of Universe 7 with his father, the Ginyu Force Perfect Cell, Broly, and Gas being his teammates. This team was built by Frieza using his men to scout the universe. He would have requested Cell, Ginyu, and his father to be revived from hell if they win the whole thing, and Beerus would have to oblige, as this is a really big deal. Frieza has connections with the Heaters, so that means Gas would be able to be recruited fairly easily. And since after like a hard search they found Broly on Vampa, assuming that they put an even harder search, I'm pretty sure they will be able to find Broly quicker. So now, how do they do? To be honest, I can see Birdo, Jason, and Raccoon all getting knocked out pretty quick, as they are far weaker than most of the combatants. Guro would work with his teammates, knocking out the weaker ones using his time freeze. However, he and Gas would fall in the midpoint of the tournament because like the tournament's combatants would be able to adapt to Guro's powers, and Gas is only as strong as Super Saiyan Goku from Namek, considering that he's only as strong as Apple and Kato from Yosan Goku 2008. His best skill sets come from weapons too, so this is not going to be his day since weapons are not allowed. The Universe 6 team would be doing fairly well, as Vegeta would be leading the Saiyans in battle, eliminating people from Universe 4. Kaba, Caulifla, and Kale would all be getting their licks in. Hit would eliminate Ginyu before fighting Jiren, into which he falls. Goku would be fighting the Universe 11 Pride Troopers like in canon, and then notices Hit falls down, and then he would charge up to face Jiren. Oh yeah, Universe 9 gets clapped early like in canon. There would be a point where Hit tells Goku to power down and that he's got this. And when Goku drops his guard, Hit would eliminate Goku, shocking everyone. And then he would smirk, revealing himself to be Ginyu, that he swapped bodies with Hit and got rid of him. He made sure to knock out Hit as well so that he wouldn't warn his teammates. He would run away from Jiren and join forces with Frieza. Ginyu would fight lower goons with Frieza so he could master his power. Frieza and Ginyu would start going monkey hunting later on. Gohan would also eliminate Cell, leaving Universe 7 with only Frieza, Ginyu, Broly, and his father. However, Broly would fall soon as Vegeta would knock him out in a hard 1v1 battle. Then we would see Frieza charging the Saiyans until Kale goes mental, eliminating 4 universes back to back to back to back. By the way, at this time, Universe 6 would have lost Magetta, who would have lost a Cell. Piccolo would have been eliminated by the bug. I forgot what the bug's name was. And Android 18, who would have been eliminated by the Invisible Fighter of Universe 4 as well. Universe 11 would start jumping Kale until Vegeta, Kaba, and Caulifla would jump in to help eliminate some of the fighters. But it wouldn't be enough, as Kaba would still have them fused in order to save Kale, as Vegeta would also want to fight Jiren as well since Goku's not here. Now Kefla would start taking bodies in Universe 11, and then Kefla would want revenge against Frieza for being racist and targeting her, and then Ginyu for stealing Hit's body. Before that could happen, Gohan would jump in and ask her not to fight them yet, as they need everyone possible to stop Jiren, but she would be too irrational and far gone to listen. She would eliminate King Cold with ease and then start running the fade with Frieza and Ginyu, and together they would outlast Kefla. She would try to eliminate Ginyu first, but on his way out he would swap bodies with her, and due to him having some experience in Saiyan's bodies, being Goku, he wouldn't have that hard of a time mastering Kefla's body. But it is no easy feat. I don't even see him using Super Saiyan with this state. So now, Frieza and Gohan would face Toppo, and then Dispo versus Ginyu, while Vegeta still trying to deal with Jiren. The final 7 face off. Due to not being accustomed to Kefla's body, he would lose to Dispo. After he's falling out, he would try to change into Dispo's body, running that same tactic again, but he would know about it this time and dodge, leading to Ginyu's end. Frieza and Gohan wouldn't be able to overcome the duo of Toppo and Dispo. Keep in mind, the reason why Frieza had such an easy time dealing with Toppo and Dispo in canon was because Vegeta had sent Toppo like nearly out of the ring. So it was like Frieza had the perfect opportunity to just play both of them. So after Gohan and Frieza fall, Vegeta ain't pulling no Ultra Ego. So sadly, this would be the end of Vegeta and Universe 6. And Universe 7 would have fallen when Frieza fell. So yeah, Universe 11's victory would be assured, since Zeno would have seen Jiren's wish to revive his master as selfish, as Jiren's intentions for reviving his master were selfish. Zeno would have erased all the universes. This means the end of our story. To conclude, Goku and Hit setting their respective matches, and Universe 7's victory was the right way to go. As now Trunks dies, Mirrors dies, even Beerus died for a bit, only to get erased shortly after, alongside every universe. Oh yeah, Mirrors did get erased because he is an angel. So yeah, if the Earths of Universe 6 and 7 got swapped, it would lead to an insanely negative outcome, the worst you could have imagined. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and on to the next one. Stay blessed, Suki out.